What up, guys? Just finished some cherry chapstick. I would like to call this Wednesday Wine with Hailey. A little bit of honesty and chillin' in my new home, which I love. It's my safe place, my home, and my wine is empty. Chardonnay. I don't know if I can say the brand and not get sued, but it's good stuff. But okay, that was a little messy, but who cares? It's my home. I can do what I want. Whatever. I'll do what I want. So, little South Park fans out there, you know. So I just wanted to sit here and talk about some of the things I've been going through, and recently I've had the chance to talk to a lot of other artists and just people, and I think the most important thing is sharing your story and what you're going through honestly, and a lot of people can relate. So one of my best friends, who's actually my landlord's son, who's been one of my best friends since I was born. He knew my family actually before I was born. I'm not going to say his name. He's super low-key. But he told me something the other day that really resonated with me, and I've been thinking about it over and over again, that 3 of the hardest things that a person can go through in their life is a death, a move, and a breakup. And in this last year, I've moved, or in the last 3 weeks, I've moved, gone through, I guess you could say, a breakup or a separation from a person I was seeing for a year, and also 2 deaths. So I'm like, this year has been insane, and it's been extremely difficult to stay positive and try to remain who I am. And I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I'm sure there's tons of people going through similar things, maybe all 3, and there's lots of other issues people go through as well. But it's really affected me and I'm trying to let it make me stronger and not let it affect me and change who I am. But I've had a lot of eye-opening experiences this year. I'm 25 years old, and I'm like, oh my God, this is just 25. What's gonna happen next? But that's what life is about. You don't know, and when you make plans, God laughs. It never goes how you think it's gonna go, and you can't expect things to be perfect all the time. And I think it's more important to prepare for the bad times and prepare for times when you're not strong. And personally, I feel like I fake being strong really, really well. So family or friends think I'm fine, but I'm not at all. So that's something that I'm trying to work on, is when I need help or I need to talk, I make a joke about it, so they think, oh, she's fine, it's just she's funny. But when you're really going through some shit, it's hard to, that's my way of coping with it. It's just let's laugh about it, let's have fun. But that's not always what you need, and you need to reach out to people if you're going through shit. And I'm always here. Hit me up. I'm down to talk to anybody about anything going on in their lives. And I'm trying this year. I feel like my whole life I've never really taken New Year's that seriously, but I feel really passionate this year that I want to take it a lot more seriously and be this is going to be a better year because I'm going to make it a better year. And I'm going to do things positive for myself and for the people around me, and really take it seriously and not just be oh, this year I'm gonna eat healthier, cut back on drink, or things like that are just, okay, you could have done that any time in the year. I really want to focus on issues that when I need help, I need to reach out for help and not think I need to do everything on my own. I think it's something that has been ingrained in me for a really long time, so it's hard to break. But when I need help, I'm just no, don't tell anybody. Anything's wrong. I'm fine. I got this. I'm a badass, strong woman. I got this. And I feel that way until I'm drowning, and like, I'm like, I can't breathe, somebody help me. And it's either too late, or it's just too much responsibility to ask other people when it's way too late. And also, just, I think this next year, 2018, New Year's, I really want to focus and be aware of the people that I surround myself with and who is genuinely good for me and who's genuinely loves me and likes me and wants positive things for me and is not using me or in any way, which has been a huge thing this last year. That also realizing things about myself that I love extremely hard, and I'm proud of that. When I love somebody, I'm not just like a half-ass, like, I haven't even drank this wine yet. Hold on. Chardonnay. So, the hell was I saying? Oh, yes. So people who are positive and genuine around you, it's so important. And I'm realizing that more and more, and I have so many amazing, beautiful, positive people in my life, but letting one through the cracks that is not can take you down. And I'm not gonna say any names, but I love extremely hard, and I'm very proud of that. And it's because I feel a lot, and I've been through a lot, and I would never, there's no point. There's just, in my mind, there's no point in loving somebody halfway. It's like, either I do or I don't. And if I do, you get everything. I'm going to give you everything I have. And not everybody is like that. And learning that not everybody is like you, and people have issues and things that they're working through. Trust and inexperience with it. And it's maybe their first time ever doing this. And so they're not as open to what you're open to and experienced with. So trying to understand the other perspective as well. But I really want to be aware of who I surround myself with and just be, I guess, I hate saying it, but it sounds awful, but like, I just want to be like cutthroat. Like, clearly you're not a positive influence on me. Bye. But if you are, yeah, let's build on this. Let's be good. Let's hang out, not just men. I'm not just talking about men, by the way. I'm talking about friends, family, anyone who you feel is not influencing you in a positive way or supporting you. Just, it's not permanent too, like cutthroat, bye. If someone's not supporting you, they just aren't. And maybe someday you can rebuild on that and start fresh. But I want to be really aware this year of who I surround myself with and how that affects me. And just these holidays have brought up emotions as well. I want to give a shout out, honestly. This has inspired me. I want to talk about what I'm going through too. Pretty Bamidi, this girl is a beautiful soul, and we've been like friends on Instagram for a long time and Facebook and all that, but meeting her just one time, she's such a positive, beautiful person, and I feel like I lost that a little bit in this turmoil of this year, and I really relate to her, and I want to be able to help other people, and I can't do that anymore, and I feel like I was for a long time, but I feel like I've stopped and indulged a little bit in my own pains and struggles, and I really want to get back to that positive place where I can help other people because I see the light and I can show you the light, and I felt I was there, but man, life is a biatch. It can mess with you, and I just want to be invincible, and I just want to be fearless and invincible this next year, and just whatever gets thrown at me, I just want to conquer it, and I want to do what's right for myself and my soul and my family and my true friends, and I'm very excited for this next year. And God, I hope everybody has like a happy holidays and full of family and friends and food, good food, and wine. Wednesday Wine with Hailey. I think I'm gonna start doing this. This is a little scary because I'm like, oh my god, I hate talking about myself, but the wine makes it a little easier. Oh no, I caught myself. I was about to say something a little too personal. I am a very private person, which I think people don't understand about me because I try to be super open with my experiences with like social media and poetry and film, but that's like what I want to show and that's what I choose to show. But there's a lot of other things that I'm learning, like, okay, I'm not comfortable sharing that part of myself yet, but who knows, maybe someday I will be. But it's honestly something that I think the media has just destroyed is people's privacy and just being exploiting artists. And artists are typically people who are in pain or going through shit, and this is our feelings and emotions and experiences that we're talking about. So and we're sharing it with you and you're relating, and some people don't. But the fact that it's being exploited, that artists who are willing to put themselves out there are getting hate and just harassment for they just are trying to help and be themselves, really upsets me all the time. But luckily, I have not that many, I guess, haters, whatever you would call them. But honestly, when you see someone who is a hater, I don't see it that way. I try to see it like, God, if this person feels so terribly about me who they don't even know, and I'm just sharing my true experiences and expressing it through art, I wonder what they're going through. And like, I just hope they're okay. And like, clearly something's going on in their world. So just try to have, like, I'd say, empathy this holiday season to people who are doing and saying bad things are not always bad people. They might just be in a hard place in their life, and try to see it that way. But don't let yourself get taken advantage of. When you see somebody, oh God, what is this quote? It's such a beautiful quote. Oh, Maya Angelou. It's the dopest quote, and I love it. But I'm going to butcher it, I'm sure. When a naked man offers you a shirt, be careful. Shit. I gotta look this up because it's such a good quote. But it's something like that, like when someone says they love you and they don't love themselves, be careful. That's the message, but I ain't thinking. Maya Angelou naked quote. By the way, I'm huge on quotes. I think I'm going to do like a whole video on just like dope quotes and how they, that's such a good idea. Yes, girl. Okay, so, this is it. So, Maya Angelou, amazing poet, woman, inspiration to me. I watched tons of documentaries on her. She says, "I do not trust people who don't love themselves and yet tell me I love you. There's an African saying which is, be careful when a naked person offers you a shirt." True story. Very true story. Be careful when a naked person offers you a shirt. Because you're like, this is a trick, a trap of what is the scam? And it typically is a scam. So be careful. But it's also been a wonderful year, and I look forward to the next one, and I'm excited. I feel like bad things that happen, or bad things that have always happened in my life have brought so much more good. Like, I've had a lot of life and death experiences and crazy shit that, like, I still can't even believe has happened and survived. So just all of those experiences have made me grow so much. So when bad things happen to you, just think like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm about to grow. And that's how I try to think about it. And sometimes you just get down. You're like, how the hell could this be a positive thing? But it is. You just can't see it yet. And I don't know if I believe in destiny or fate, or things are predetermined, but I just know from my experience that all the negative has only resulted in extremes in positive. So to just share what you're going through, it's hard because it's scary. And especially as an actress, like for the past, my maybe whole life, I've been like, oh, you read the script, you learn the character, you try to think in their perspective, and you relay that to the audience, right? But when you're really writing your own material, I've been doing tons of poetry, and I'm like, this is my life, this is my feelings, my thoughts, my dad I'm talking about, my ex-boyfriend, my sadness, my pain. It's a whole different experience, and it's fucking terrifying. And it's totally different than be like, oh, that was just the character. Like, that's not me. But when you're like, yeah, I wrote that, so like, so clearly it's you. And yeah, you could write like fiction stories for your poetry and try to think from other people's perspective, but I have those, I just haven't read them or shared them with anybody yet. But that's like artistic and it's fun. But personally for me, I use poetry as therapy, and I'm like, I just want to talk about what I'm going through right now, or reflect on an old poem that I wrote years ago and like see how I feel about it now and what it means to me differently and switch it up. But it's really scary, like talking about your own emotions and feelings and people knowing, oh, you went through that. So I think it's going to benefit acting. It's going to benefit my writing as a poet, a screenwriter, everything. Because I want to make a conscious effort to try to be more open with what I'm actually going through and not be scared to share that. Because the more you do that, the more you realize so many other people are going through similar things and can relate and learn from your experiences, or you can learn from their experiences and share and start a dialogue, start a conversation about it. So this place, Da Poetry Lounge, DA Poetry Lounge, DPL, honestly has changed my life. Shout out to them. It's $5 therapy to me. You go, you sign up, open mic night. It's the most beautiful, amazing, supportive people, artists, and the coolest people I've maybe ever met in my whole life. And it's just a place to express yourself and be completely free to say whatever you want to say. And it's not strictly poetry. There's artists who are rappers, musicians, people who do, or are actors and want to do scenes. It's super cool and just a really awesome place. It's at the Greenway Court Theater on Fairfax in Hollywood, or I guess LA, but it's changed my life, and I'm trying to use this place, this therapy, to get through all the bullshit that I've been going through. And it's really helpful, and you get to meet lots of other artists and get exposed to so much different work and poetry, and it's so beautiful. It's such an amazing, supportive crowd. So, and I'm there like almost every Tuesday. I try, unless I'm working, which gotta pay the bills, but gotta pay for the wine, right? Who pays for the wine? Who pays for the wine? I pay for the wine. So, gotta work sometimes. But yeah, guys, it's been nice chatting with whoever the hell is listening. But I think I'm gonna also try to use my computer. Living alone has been a bizarre experience just because I've been surrounded by so many people my whole life. And I had like, my brother had a band, and I was like, there was just guys everywhere. And then me, like the one girl. And I always had tons of friends and family and like people in and out of the door, like all the time. And my dog and pets, and like to live on my own. Like I do have a pet though. Let me just say, give him a shout out. Little Ravioli, I have a shrimp in a self-sustaining ecosystem. Thank you to my brother, Spencer Livingston. He understands I can't keep anything alive for long. Like, those are dead roses that I killed. So I'm like, hey, kill me. Like, I can't keep a plant alive, but I'm lonely. So I'm like, aw, that's so sweet. You understand I can't take care of a plant or an animal, but he got me a self-sustaining it feeds itself and it's all good. But he's a little red shrimp and his name is Ravioli and he's my little homie. And when I do the dishes, guys, you're going to think I'm crazy, but he likes music. He really likes Kendrick Lamar. And he really likes this one song by The Weeknd, Reminder. Anytime I put that on, he comes to the front and like, dude, he head bobs. He's at a Kendrick show. He loves it. But it's really, he must like the vibration of the music because I put my speaker right next to this little glass orb with water in it where he lives. But what the hell was, that was a tangent. Oh my God. I was like, happy holidays? Like, oh my God, just drink more wine and shut up. So happy holidays, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you next week on Wednesday Wine with Hailey. Bye!